Hey, yo, it's the Almighty Lion here. You know what? I've been going through quite a few interesting things in life lately. And a lot of it has to do with like struggling for patience and trying not to get pissed off at people who piss you off. Like being better than you were the day before. They talk about what I've read, philosophizers, psychiatrists, people who go through things, online and stuff like that. I've done my own research basically, and I realized that a lot of problems start when you don't realize that the problems you're having have always been there. They're just more observant or they're more obvious. Sorry. I personally get really freaking annoyed at myself for getting upset so quick, for not listening so much to talk or over talk somebody without realizing it. Don't get me wrong, there are people who think they're entitled to speak their mind when they should get smacked the fuck down. And for the most part, you gotta smack them down because if you don't, they're gonna keep talking. And you know, in situations like political stuff, I could do the whole political thing and I can knock anybody on their behind. But is it really gonna matter? No, not really. I mean, look, the powers that be dictate how this life will go. You're going to pay extra for whatever they tell you. They're going to distract you with the media and the circus. People in power who are nothing but pawns and bums. It's just, and I say that I'm relating it to the movie with honors with my homeboy Brandon Fraser and Joe Pesci. There's a lot of other ones in there too, but those are mainly the two that I enjoy the most out of all. Anyways, the point is that there's so much that can come from one thing that can cause so much stress. But when you don't want to focus on crap like that because it doesn't matter, that's when you start to realize that you're choosing what to have better in your life and how to make it better. But as I started, I've noticed that in my life that I have grown by trying to change the way that I look at things and how I see things and try to relate to how I felt when those things happened to me. So for instance, when you try to teach your children to be better, you learn those habits to be good or to do better from, your parents. If you don't have any, then I apologize. But that's the point. What I'm saying is you learn it from somewhere and then you take it on with you to give to your children if you choose to go that route and in whatever fashion or form that may be. Simply what I'm saying is that you notice, like, you know that, sorry, don't do things to somebody that you don't want done to you. Like when you have children and you get mad at them because you're frustrated or trying to figure out how you're going to keep the lights on, how you're going to get food in, working around life, dealing with people who work with you and they either click with you or they don't. I mean, considering all the factors that make everything seem so extreme, life sometimes is just a big enigma. And running with that is the only way you can, and everybody in this world wants to be famous. Everybody in this world doesn't want to be famished with, living with not having a taste of the great life when that's what's on display from the powers that be. Oh, you want a great life, sell your soul. Ha ha ha. Sign your name upon thy line and you will be given the straw to draw forever and die. But you must bow down before your master. And there's what I mean. It's hard to keep all that in there and try to be a decent human being. You see these bad, evil people who do whatever the hell they want, and it seems like they're happy until the end. Or they make Hollywood movies infamousizing these people who are not good people, like the mobster movies. I love mobster movies. I love all those good mobster movies. I find myself rooting for the bad guy. Like, yeah, that, take that, society. But when you take the juice that Hollywood makes you drink before they put a blindfold on you and stick a rod somewhere where you didn't think they were going to stick it, you start to realize that the reality is much more painful as you realize what they did was glorify something so bad. The side of good should always be something on your mind to always keep you going on what it is that you're looking for. And the thing about that is, not everybody has the right intention for all that. So, getting back to what I was saying real fast, I'm trying to do everything I can to be a better person, and I'm trying not to let my wheels drive me crazy. I will not stand or tolerate for people who speak I'm bad, but I will do the best that I can to be who I am. I love without discretion. I give myself to those who need me, and I pray for those who are my enemies and those who hate me. But I will say this much. Just being a person, a regular freaking person, that is not easy because we're all regular people trying to make it out of this or claw out of this damn world. Well, thank y'all for sticking around. If you heard my rant and rave, I got another one dropping out for y'all soon.